Welcome to Habitly Courses, a production of Manage to Win. Each course is divided into multiple lessons for easy viewing. All are now completely free, so you can watch them on your own or work through them as a team. Please subscribe to this channel, leave a comment, and share your favorite lessons with others. Try to find something that helps you be your best. Welcome. This is our final lesson on solving, not selling. We think it's beneficial to close this course by discussing 4 possible outcomes when a service technician does the right thing and informs a client of an unexpected problem. Each of these scenarios might make a service technician think they must sell something to solve the problem. However, that's not true. Each of these typical outcomes reinforce the fact service techs solve problems and do not sell. Your primary responsibility is to promptly and competently explain a problem and your proposed solution in a manner clients can understand. Then they can make the decision whether or not to act on your advice. We encourage you to discuss these scenarios with others on your team. Decide how each person can comfortably respond to these unexpected situations in ways that solve problems and remove the pain, cost, and risk to your clients. Please note, our examples and the related outcomes involve a service technician who's on site and/or face-to-face with a client. Our advice and best practices still apply in similar situations where remote services are being provided. Here's our example. Let's say you're an engineer or a mechanic working on equipment and you notice a part or component is exceeding capacity or worn out. For whatever reason, you feel the customer would not respond well to the news. Would you inform the customer they need to replace it or not? Let's say you choose not to inform them. Then several days later, that part or component fails and the equipment crashes. At a minimum, there's lost work time for one or possibly hundreds of people. However, the equipment failure could cost lives depending on the type of work you do and the services your customer provides their clients. Our simple example previously was worn out brakes on a car. Do you remember that? You'd feel terrible about the equipment failure because you remained silent. Also, your job and personal finances might be at risk if a coworker mentions that you noticed the issue and did nothing about it. In a similar way, our primary responsibility as service techs is to respectfully explain every real problem we notice, bring it to clients, bring it to our team. We may not communicate the issue instantly because we need some advice or we have to do some research to confirm next steps. However, promptly explaining problems and how to resolve them are critical reasons our clients pay us for our services. Your actions after you identify an unexpected problem determine the outcome, good or bad. If you think about it, one of 3 related character traits determine which outcome you create. Your character habits drive you to choose, number 1, fear or courage. Number 2, a desire to protect yourself or put the client first. And or number 3, choose the easiest path or maybe a shortcut, or live out your personal and company values. It's pretty ugly when we group the 3 negative character habits that drive a person not to solve a problem. These are fear, a desire to protect ourselves, and choosing the easiest path or shortcut. In contrast, you can see how everyone wins when the 3 positive aspects of a person's character motivate them to promptly solve problems. These are courage, putting clients first, and living out your personal and company values. Each of the following 4 outcomes explain a common result that can occur when you bring an unexpected problem to another person or client. Which scenario best represents your response after you've identified an unexpected problem that might make a client or other person unhappy? Outcome number 1. You explain the issue, propose the solution, and the client says no, they decline. The benefit is you respectfully, professionally, and sincerely explained a problem they didn't know they had. You also propose 1 or more viable solutions. You did your job and you did it well. At times, clients may refuse to follow your advice. It's not ideal, but it's okay. Simply be respectful. Politely accept their decision and document it in your service records. Appropriately follow up on the conversation. Days or months later, the problem you predicted may occur. The fact you discussed the issue and documented your conclusion lays the foundation for you and your team to resolve the issue without being blamed for it. In this scenario, you had the courage to respectfully and professionally notify the client or another person of bad news. You put them and their interest first. You demonstrated your personal and company values. This is great work. Congratulations. Outcome number 2, you propose the solution. It's implemented and it doesn't work. First, you did the right thing to warn them of the unexpected problem and then try to resolve it. Don't change this. Continue to professionally alert clients to potential and existing issues. Second, maybe the implementation was done incorrectly. This may be an issue with planning, poor implementation, lack of thorough testing, or a faulty product used in the solution. One way to avoid this problem that many techs fail to do is fully test your implemented solution before presenting it to the client. This approach enables you to catch any problems privately instead of publicly with the client. This is especially important when you're fixing a mistake that you told them was already fixed, and this is the second time or third or fourth you've had to go back to resolve it. In everything you do, your objective is to meet or exceed the expectations of your clients or the other party. A little self-accountability by completely testing your work before releasing it to the other person increases your ability to consistently meet and exceed their expectations. Unfortunately, everyone makes mistakes. I just want you to catch and correct your mistakes before the client sees them. Thoroughly testing your work and updating your processes based on what you learn enables your implementations to be almost 100% error-free. Outcome number 3, you propose a solution. It's implemented. It resolves the issue for a period of time, and then the problem occurs again. This is a bummer. Let's explore the possible reasons for the delayed failure. First, the testing may have been incomplete. Second, a component failure, which is not your fault. Third, a software upgrade may have caused the issue, and once again, not your fault. Fourth, someone may have changed the setting in the equipment that caused the failure. Again, not your fault. Fifth, someone overloaded the equipment, causing it to fail. Again, not your fault. I could go on about other possible reasons implemented solutions can work fine for a little while and then crash later. What matters most is you made the right decision to discuss the problem and resolve it. This is true even when the issue occurs again a short time after you thought it was fixed. When this happens, sincerely apologize, diagnose the new problem, own what's your company's fault, and then resolve it respectfully, professionally, and competently. Behaving this way takes courage, a commitment to put clients' interests first, and strong habits to live out your personal and company values. It may be awkward or embarrassing because you told them it was fixed, but you can do this. Don't back away. Get help if you need to, but always promptly do the right thing. Diagnose what's wrong. Develop a new solution. There may be additional cost to the client because there's another problem that wasn't previously identified. Get their approval to do the work, implement, test your work thoroughly. Then stay with the client or communicate with them a short time after it's implemented to confirm the problem's not returning. Later, it's often beneficial for your team or you and your manager to do a post-mortem of the situation to understand, hey, what went wrong? This might lead your company to update its best practice processes to avoid similar issues in the future, reassign an employee, or adjust expectations with clients in similar situations. Outcome number 4, think about it. You propose a solution. It's implemented. Hey, and it resolves the issue. Are you surprised we have a positive scenario? Why not? Most of the time, your clients agree to follow your advice and the work you do solves their problems. That's reality, folks. And reality is awesome. Obviously, in this scenario, you're doing what you love and loving what you do because you're the hero and your clients are pleased. It's fun. You've done the right thing and successfully solved a problem. You had the courage to explain a difficult situation, put the client's best interests first, and demonstrated your personal and company values. Now, the result? Everybody's happy. Think through each of these outcomes as though you're the client. Again, use my simple auto mechanic example. You're paying a mechanic to work on your car. Do you want the mechanic to tell you your brakes are worn out if that's something they notice, or act like nothing's wrong? Of course you want to know. You want the mechanic to tell you about any unexpected problems and then respect your decision to resolve the issues or not. You want the option to make the decision, not have something risky hidden from you. Whether to fix your car's problem is not the mechanic's decision, it's yours. As we approach the end of this lesson, here are 5 steps to give everyone in your organization, not just service technicians, the skills and habits to discuss difficult topics with empathy and courage. Number 1, everyone in your organization needs the skills and habits to discuss difficult topics. Although this training is focused on service technicians, we encourage everyone in your company to complete this course. This includes owners, CEOs, executives, receptionists, maintenance workers, and warehouse staff. Everyone means all of your people because these behaviors demonstrate your company values. Number 2, define specific actions people will take after completing each lesson, including the hard technical skills to learn and soft skill behavior/habits individuals should develop. All actions must have due dates and respectful follow-up for accountability. Here's an idea for your leaders. You go first, or at least do this at the same time as your team. Set a good example by developing yourselves with your people. Try to be the biggest encourager of others who are developing their new habits and accept respectful accountability from them as you work on improving yourself. Number 3, based on the maturity of your soft skills, you have different levels of understanding your behaviors, habits, and soft skills. Don't focus on others unless they're really hurting your team. They may not be at a stage where they can comprehend an area to improve that you're seeing in them. Primarily focus on improving yourself. Be a role model. Encourage and accept reasonable improvement in others. Self-development is a never-ending process. Work with people to further develop their strengths and develop new habits to overcome their weaknesses. Most of the time, don't try to transform weaknesses into strengths. Primarily focus people on developing their strengths further. Number 4, your organization must have a very clear, simple process for people to discuss unpleasant or unexpected information internally and with clients, including who presents the details and cost for the problems to be resolved. Responsibilities should be clear and everyone should be trained on the process. It should be reviewed and updated quarterly or more often if needed. Number 5, lastly, mistakes happen, and sometimes people are unreasonable. Stand by your team while still being polite to your clients. Service technicians need to know without a doubt that they're supported if a mistake is made or when they're treated unfairly by anyone. It's not just managers who need to be respectful and empathetic with people who report to them. Peers need to be nice with peers, and you must be polite with your boss, all leaders, and the reverse, all the way down to the lowest paid, even part-time person in your organization. Everyone's under pressure at work in varying degrees and might misbehave or make a mistake. Be empathetic, respectful, and maintain equal performance boundaries. to reinforce how your organization is a safe place for everyone to pursue their career. This concludes our 14th and final lesson on solving, not selling. We discussed 4 possible outcomes when a service technician has courage, puts the client relationship first, and demonstrates their personal and company values by explaining an unexpected problem to a client. This is also true when it's not a client, it's a peer or someone else. This process is solving problems. It's never selling when done right. This also concludes our Solving Not Selling course. In this course, we covered the following topics. I'm not going to go through each one individually. You should be familiar with them. If not, go back and look at that lesson. Please look at those lessons as often as you need to really grasp the information, identify areas to work on, and then developing those soft skills. Strive to be your best. Don't let smaller, possibly more personal fears stop you from having the courage to do the right thing and discuss a difficult topic with another person. When you do this, your courage protects you from greater pain, more stress, and often more work. In addition, your teammates and clients trust you and possibly trust you more than before, and are thankful to be informed before situations get worse. Thanks for joining us. Don't hesitate to contact with any questions or feedback for us to improve. We welcome it. Please pass the exam below to complete this lesson. Congratulations on completing the Solving Not Selling course. Thank you.
Audio Jungle.